Look there at the high-rise towers of Miami. It's the Cubs and the Marlins. Next. From the newest ballpark on the Major League landscape, there's a look inside Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Miami Marlins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian getting set to bring you this one on the show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a couple of right-handers set to square off here in the opener.
And you got to remember, pitching here in Miami at this new ballpark, that first year, you're never quite sure going in whether it's going to favor the hitters or the pitchers. But I think it's pretty clear now that this is an extreme pitcher's ballpark. So that allows you to approach things just a little bit differently out there on the mound.
All right, Steve, EK will join us in a moment, but before he does, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs, as their starting 9 tonight will look like this. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. And in the field, the Marlins will align themselves like this. Emilio Bonifacio makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. Swing and a ball bounced back up the middle. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, probably not an ideal at-bat from your leadoff hitter here in the first. I'd like him to stretch that count a little, try and work his way on base. Instead, he rolls over on the first pitch, and he's gone before you know it.
Ryan Sweeney will step in now. And here's the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 77 degrees our temperature at game time tonight. 1 out, nobody on. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
He'd obviously love a 1-2-3 here to start the first. And after a ground out and a strikeout, he's 2/3 of the way there.
Starlin Castro will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games. And that misses inside 1-0. And this will be lined into center field, and they've got themselves their first hit of the ball game.
Yeah, he was hoping for a quick 1-2-3 to start the night. Now he's going to have a little work to do with a runner on and a dangerous cleanup hitter coming up.
George Kataris will stand in, hoping to perhaps pick up a base hit so we can climb over that Mendoza line. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Check of Castro, and now the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Now another 0-2. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Fastball, and that ran in on him as he had to limbo out of the way that time.
And now the benefit of you working the count to 3-2 is that runner gets a head start from first with 2 away.
Here's the full count offer. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Oh, and you know he wanted that one. Now the inning will continue, and a guy moves up into scoring position here.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in looking for a bleeder, a bloop single, anything to kickstart the average a bit because he's had a rough go of it these past 6 ball games. And that's in there for strike 1. And he gets under this one and, in fact, breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll take no chances here as he swipes this ball away. It stays a foul ball. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple, and now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. A look there at the starting lineup for the host Marlins. They'll match up against a guy trying to put it all together, the right-hander Jake Arrieta. Quickly a look now at the defensive alignment they'll face in this one. Christian Yelich will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
And he lays off for ball one.
Ooh, he might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
A little bit outside. 2-1. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hand before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Donovan Solano waits on deck. And this is lined into left field for their first hit of the ball game.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their house.
Donovan Solano will stride in now, back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. And this is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
And this could have really got this inning off to a great start, but it finds the outfielder's glove out there, and that runner's forced to retreat back to first.
Giancarlo Stanton will take his first cuts here with the runner still at first and one away now. First pitch coming. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Yelich is running. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And he got him at second on a perfect throw.
Well, that was kind of surprising to see him stealing anyway. It didn't really look like he had a great lead at all, and they throw him out by a country mile.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike three, and the side is retired. Marlins down quietly. We've played an inning. No score. Donnie Murphy will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Now the first pitch. And he'll start the inning plate. It's ball one.
Come on.
And this is bounced weakly down the line, a foul ball. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
You don't want guys to get too comfortable up there, so that's a good idea to run something in tight.
Ready on 2-1. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball three.
They already walked one guy in the first inning. Now he's in danger of losing the leadoff guy here in the second.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. And it's a fly out to start the second, one away.
Yeah, once the sun goes down here, this place plays like a much different ballpark. Case in point right there. That ball had no carry whatsoever.
Junior Lake will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
And, oh, they won't let him walk that easily, as that somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now.
That's a borderline strike right there, and I think that he had one step out of the batter's box headed towards first already.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
And this has been the big concern with this guy over the last couple seasons. He's prone to getting hurt by the base on balls. Already that's 2 walks here in the early going, and that's something that he's going to need to get a handle on pretty quick.
Ryan Roberts will get his first shot here with the runner at first now and 1 away. Now the first pitch. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Runners on first with 1 down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
And the one thing this guy will do, he won't give away at-bats. He may not be the most talented guy on the field, but he'll grind you up there.
Nail that runner!
Full count now, 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with one out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
And I can tell you, facing guys like this my whole career, you may think you're getting a curveball, but when a guy's throwing in the high 90s, it's darn near impossible to sit on one.
Jake Arrieta steps in now.
Strike him out!
Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Out of play.
Let's go, Marlins!
Now a pitch swung on and hit to the left side, but this is going to find the seats, a foul ball.
Let's go, Marlins!
Another 0-2 coming. Way outside. 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
You do it, Marlins!
Misses, ball 2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And this is fouled back and out of play. The 2-2 one more time. And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full 3-2.
And now, 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Let him swing and miss!
And he's just going to make him throw as many pitches as he can as he fouls another one away, and it's still full at 3-2. Fouled off into the seats behind first. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout. And the 11th pitch is the charm as he strikes him out to end the inning. One left for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Garrett Jones will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. To the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out.
And I kind of think even in a normal defensive alignment, he probably makes this play. But here you can see him playing close to the line because he's got backup in the form of his second baseman. And it winds up a fairly routine ground out to first.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And that'll bring in the third baseman, Greg Dobbs. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Bottom of the second here with no score. 2-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for strike 2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
And this is going to be a foul ball. And now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to fairly deep right field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
Pretty fortunate he was able to keep this ball fair. This is pretty close down the line. You see it winding up, one hopping the wall down there. That allows him to cruise into second with 2 bases.
Brian Bogusevic will get his first cuts here. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. For Dobbs, that's now 7 doubles for him on the season. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. And he swings under the fastball here as this is popped high in the air back behind short. And Castro will put this one away for route number 2.
We could hear him all the way up here in the booth. Just a big old, ugh! Well, that's what pop-ups will make you do.
Jared Saltalamacchia will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday. Right there for strike 1. Now a swing and a ground ball. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Marlins lead 1. We'll move to the third with no score. Emilio Bonifacio is ready to go here as we begin the third.
Second baseman, Emilio Bonifacio.
First pitch in there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see He's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Put your hair.
And, oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
I think generous is the word here. That looked like it was 6 inches off the plate.
Need to strike out.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2.
You know, maybe he had a little bit of a concern that they were going to call that one a strike, too.
Now the 1-2.
Swing better.
Swing, and he pops him up. Behind the bag at second. And one away now here in the Chicago third.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
So the leadoff man set down now for Ryan Sweeney. A ball hit hard to the left side. In there, a base hit.
A couple of hard-hit balls here to start the inning.
Now batting.
The first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
Starlin Castro will stand in. A base hit his first time around. On its tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play and the inning is over. Cubs are down quietly. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Adeiny Echeverria makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Swinging a high chopper. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Batting ninth, pitcher,
Nate Eovaldi digs in at the plate. In there, 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Oh, no.
Yeah, both these two starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Christian Yelich will stand in. He singled to lead off the home first. A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike one. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. Another 0-2 home.
Here we go.
And now here's a swing and a ground ball to third. Throw in time and the side is retired. Miami down in order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. George Kataris will stand in now to get us going here in the fourth.
Catcher, George Kataris.
Learn how to play the game, puppies.
And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And that misses 1-1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Now here's a shot toward the gap in left center, and they're not going to run this one down. This should be extra bases to start the inning. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That's a great swing there. Leading off an inning, it's a fastball, but he just goes right with it and drives it the other way toward the gap. He's going to wind up on second here with a leadoff double.
Anthony Rizzo will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time.
Cut that runner down.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball one.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
And this is going to be a foul ball. No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. No offer at that one, and the count moves to 2-2 now on the Cub first baseman. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Nail that runner.
Fouled back. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Third baseman, number 8,
Donnie Murphy will stand in now with 2 on here and nobody out to begin the inning.
And on the mound, he hasn't found himself in too many rough spots so far, so this might be his first real test of the ballgame.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Now with 2 on and nobody out, it's looking like this scoreless string could be in some jeopardy.
Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. In the dirt, but Saltalamacchia is there to smother it. Hard hit down the line. That's slicing, just foul. Full count, 3-2.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. Now, a hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Second walk here in the 4th inning. I mean, that's too many against this bunch. It doesn't look like he and his catcher are on the same page right now.
Junior Lake will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around. Here's the first offering. And this is going to be a foul ball. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
Here comes the 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
In the air to right center. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
In a game like this, you had to figure that a manufactured run was going to be how we finally opened our scoring. Good work there to drive him in.
Ryan Roberts will get another shot, called out on strikes his first time around. Now both runners on the move. Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't gonna help.
Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Let's get out of the inning now.
And this is right by Saltalamacchia to the backstop.
Don't get rattled.
And the recovery's not going to be in time at third, and that should be ruled a wild pitch.
And he just continues to have all sorts of problems out there on the mound. Already 2 walks in the inning, now a wild pitch to go with it. And I'll tell you, he's becoming his own worst enemy out there.
Let's go.
Now a ball lined to the right side, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Okay, take your
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Jake Arrieta will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. He's running towards second. Pitch outside. The throw. Solano puts down the tag, and they get him at second base. Rob Brantley will have to come on and take over behind the plate after the injury.
Number 19, Rob Brantley.
Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. And this is going to be a foul ball. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. All the way here to start the at-bat.
And that's fine, but you can't be afraid to work inside. You can jam this guy, get him to roll over something. You don't have to strike him out.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything, and now he's got to deal with another full count.
Strike 3 here.
And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
Well, when you're already in a deep hole, the last thing you want to do is keep digging. But the walk here is only going to make things worse.
Emilio Bonifacio will get a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
And this is low, but I don't think the runners will be able to move much here. Here's the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment. But he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Stanton is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Cubs 2 and the Marlins nothing. Donovan Solano will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Second baseman, Donovan Solano.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
That's right. Wait for it.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And this will be fouled away. Ready with the 2-1. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Fastball swung on and hit on the ground to third. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first.
Well, everything looked okay here on the pickup and transfer, but then you see him just fire this thing straight into the box seats down there. That's going to be scored an E5 and a lucky souvenir baseball for one of the fans.
Giancarlo Stanton will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. In there, and it's 0-1.
I thought they'd be working the edges against a guy like this, but I caught an awful lot of the plate.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. Surprised at all that they're coming right after him this way?
A little bit. I like it. It's good for the game, but this is definitely a guy that can hurt you if you're not careful.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And this is low, but it's roped in quickly, and that runner will hold at second base. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Close to the bag, it's second there. Now the pitch on the ground to third, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
You know, usually I'm going to jump on the hitters when they fail to move runners over, but hey, look, that pitcher, he did a good job. I mean, he knows what they're trying to do, so he makes it as tough as possible to hit the ball to the right side. That's using your head out there.
Garrett Jones will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. The throw behind the runner at second, and they got him.
Yeah, not a real heady base running move right there. He's got thoughts of going to third, and then he thinks better of it, and by then, he's a dead duck out there trying to make it back to second.
Here's a check swing and a foul ball. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
Swing hard liner to left center. All coming on quickly here as he makes the diving catch. And it's a sparkler to take away a hit as that ends the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Ryan Sweeney will make his way towards the box to lead off the fifth.
Right fielder, Ryan Sweeney.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Here's Hechavarria at shortstop. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Yeah, 2 pitches, 1 out. And that's how you want to start an inning when you're already over 90 pitches for the ballgame.
Starlin Castro will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. One on the way. And a swing and a bouncing ball back up the middle. Oh, he does get to it to knock it down. But he knows he's got no chance at first, so we'll see how they score that. Most likely an infield single.
Up next for the Cubs, catcher
George Kataris will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. Oh, high, deep. Where will this one come down? Now that is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, and with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Brad Hand is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Anthony Rizzo will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run.
Rizzo.
Now here's the first pitch. Swing, hard hit ball to second. Throw on to the first baseman. Jones is in time. 2 away now.
Well, I think you got away with one right there. I mean, this is a fastball right down the middle. And he just smokes this ball too, but unfortunately, he hits it right at someone, so it becomes a fairly easy out.
Donnie Murphy will stand in. Base on balls his last time. Oh, a fastball just about undressed him there. It's ball 1. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Right back at him. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Middle of the night here in Miami. It's now 4-0 Chicago. Greg Dobbs will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
Now a ball hit foul off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Up next for the Marlins.
Brian Bogusevic will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
And this is fouled straight back. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Fouled straight back. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Let's go, Marlins!
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Just like the guy he faced before this, another long at-bat here. He's had to make 13 pitches just to these last 2 hitters.
And here's a swing and a ground ball heading for Bonifacio at second base. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The catcher, number 19, Rob Brantley.
Rob Brantley will stand in now, a late entrant to the ball game as he'll be making his first plate appearance here in inning number 5. First offering on the way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Let's go.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
2-0 count, the pitch. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. I figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count.
Maybe even taking 2.
Come on, Marlins!
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Woo, Miami!
Here he comes on 3-1. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. That's out to left. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Junior Lake will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
Center fielder, Junior Lake.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Oh, Blue, come on.
Let's go, Marlins!
Look out, 2-0 now.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Now ball hit pretty well deep down that left field line, heading toward the foul pole. And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Pretty safe to say he was sitting on the fastball there. He's out in front of this pitch, and he just drills it right down the line, and that'll put him in a good position here with the runner on second and nobody out.
Ryan Roberts will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around.
Watch for movement.
Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1. For Lake, that's now 7 doubles for him on the season. keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop.
It's all yours.
Changeup had him fooled a bit as this is on the ground to third. Throw over by Dobbs is in time for out number one.
Now batting, catcher, Jake Arrieta.
Jake Arrieta will stand in, and you have to figure that he'll likely be swinging the bat now. And he drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Emilio Bonifacio will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Keep it on the ground. Turn two.
First pitch to him. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. Runners are at first and third, one away. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game.
Oh, that was taking a big risk. You've got to know you're trying to score against a guy that's got one of the best arms in the business, and he sets up and makes a great throw here to the plate, but that runner's just able to slide by safely.
Ryan Sweeney will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Get on base.
Grounded foul toward the third base dugout. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, the pitchers have the right to work inside.
A runner on first with 2 away. The 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
What is it, 102 years now?
And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You figure he should get something good to hit here. They don't want to walk him and put him on for the heart of the order.
Come on, throw it by him.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much. But he's going to reach base anyway.
Starlin Castro will step in now and see what he can do with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Let's go, Fed.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
When you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is keep falling behind guys.
Stop him right here.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Let's go! Shut him down!
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Cubbies are in front, 5-0. Adeiny Echeverria will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had him off balance all game.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. One and one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And this is fouled back and out of play. Now a hard liner. And that hook's just foul. Boy, not by much more than an inch or two there. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. We'll back up and put this one away just past the dugout for the first out.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
Reed Johnson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 5, Reed Johnson.
Let's go, Marlins!
Now here's the first pitch. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, that's the importance of having veterans on your ball club. You know, a young guy might have swung at both of those first 2 pitches.
That's right. Wait for your pitch.
Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
That one's in there, 3-1.
And he's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Softly hit and a little floater out towards second. And this is taken for the out.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. That last one was number 84, so they're getting near the point where they'll need to start keeping tabs on him.
Christian Yelich will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Big, slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Come on, Marlins!
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. They know he'll chase it down there, so even if it didn't get the job done, it's a great pitch on 0-2.
Now just tried to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. And the pitch. Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators, foul. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Now here's another pitch fouled off and heading for the seats, and he's just fighting to stay alive here. Still 2-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Miami down in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back to South Florida. Getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front, and before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Dan Jennings is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. George Kataris will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going.
Let's go, Marlins!
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Yeah, sometimes you give a power hitter like this a fastball at eye level and he just can't help himself.
Reaches for one and slaps it down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
If you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Well, now he's got to be saying, this is the wrong time for that strike zone to start shrinking. You need that to be a strike.
Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Yeah, I don't think this is a guy you want to mess with here. He can hurt you in more ways than one.
Overrated.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
3 straight strikes to the first hitter in the inning. 3 straight balls now to the second.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, a much better pitch there than the one he threw on 2-0.
And here's a swing and a ball lifted in the air into fairly deep center field. Bogusevic is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
And you know, he's kind of going through a stretch right now where the ball just isn't jumping off his back. He's got a good pitch to hit right here. Looked like he put a good swing on it, but it just didn't go anywhere.
Donnie Murphy will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. And this ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
Get out of here, Bug.
Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2.
Want us to put it on a feed for you?
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Donovan Solano will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Let's get something started here.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Swing and a liner towards second. Throw by Bonifacio is in time for the first out.
Yeah, and it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard, and even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
So 1 away now, and that brings up the dangerous right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch on the way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. You know, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Fouled back. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And a little battle brewing here as he fights off the 2-strike pitch and chops it foul. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Such a good at-bat right here. When you can grind out 7, 8 pitches against a guy that's running short on gas, that can be huge.
Now the pitch. Line to the right side, but foul. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Well, you know he's going to be happy to finally come away with that strikeout, but he's so deep into the start right now, and you hate to burn through that many pitches on one hitter as he did right there. Those at-bats, they seem to take a little bit more energy out of you later in the game than maybe back in the 1st or 2nd inning.
Garrett Jones will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And this is fouled back and out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Here's the 1-2. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to 3rd and ring him up, says the 3rd base umpire. He's gone. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Junior Lake will get us going now in the top half of the 8th. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. First pitch coming. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. This man out for his 2nd inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1, 2, 3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Three and 0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And he'll just float a change in here now for a strike. Now here's the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. And this is swung on and sent on the ground to first. Over to first is Jones as he'll step on the bag to record the putout.
Good job out there on the mound. Down in the count 3-0 to start this inning. He comes back to retire the guy on a ground ball.
Ryan Roberts will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Ball 1. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Too high that time, and it's 3-1. The pitch. He goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. And that is into the right field seats. It's a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, this is the chance you take when you work up in the zone like this. I mean, this is right in his happy zone, and he jumps all over it and sends it right over the wall.
Carlos Marmol will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Wellington Castillo will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, Wellington Castillo.
Lays off 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. Just fire that thing in there.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1 and 2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Emilio Bonifacio will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time.
Woo!
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
When you're down by 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
He swings at anything. Throw it anywhere.
Here comes the 2-0. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the Marlins nothing. Pedro Strop will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Pedro Strop.
Greg Dobbs will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8.
Third baseman, Greg Dobbs.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
And as we showed you a moment ago, this guy enters play with an ERA right around 2.5. So he's been a big part of this bullpen, and he gets the first guy he faces right here.
Brian Bogusevic will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Here we go.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. And he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step. Rob Brantley will try it again. He flew out his first time. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going.
Look out for the double play.
Here comes the 1-0. And it runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Now you've got a 6-run lead out there, and there's no reason not to come right at guys.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner, 2-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
And a strike on the fastball, so from 2-0, it's 2-2 now.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball, 2 away.
And this is where the scouting report really pays off. I mean, sometimes you just got to go looking for a soft spot in the guy's zone, and they found one there.
Adeiny Echeverria will get his third shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Good eye.
2-0 now.
I think he's going out there right now just to remind his guy, hey, this is the number 8 hitter up there. No reason to work the edges. You just come right after him.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Boy, good pitch, good spot. That thing tailed right back over the outside corner.
Here it comes, 2-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And the catch made there by Sweeney as that will retire the side. 1 left for Miami. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Ryan Sweeney will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Ryan Sweeney.
First pitch coming. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
This fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
And this is going to be a foul ball. One-two pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And the leadoff man retired here to kick off the ninth.
The batter, shortstop, Starlin Castro.
Starlin Castro will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
Now a ball hit back up the middle. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down. But he knows he's got no chance at first, so we'll see how they score that. Most likely an infield single.
And that's one of those where even if he fields this thing cleanly, he was going to have a tough time squaring those shoulders back up and then throwing all the way across his body. But once it doesn't find the pocket, forget it. It's going to be an infield hit.
George Kataris will stand in. He homered back in the 5th inning of this one. Here's the first pitch to him. And this ball will be chopped foul. Using the fastball exclusively here, it's 0-2. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Not too sure how you take that one on overtime.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, that's a tight little slider right there. It looked like it was going to be a ball, but then you can see the hard biting movement come back, and it winds up just catching that outside corner.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Ball 1. Swinging a ground ball towards the middle. Oh, look at this. Throw from a knee is too late, and that will be an infield single.
One heck of an effort up the middle right there. You see him dive to pull this ball in, but his momentum is taking him away from first base, and there's just no way to get enough on that throw.
Donnie Murphy will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. In there, no balls and a strike. Castro leads off second. The pitch. Now a slider in the dirt. Good block by the catcher there. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. And there's strike three. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. Cubs strand a couple. They lead it 6-0. Marcell Ozuna will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth. And they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. And a high strike there, 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone, and it's probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And that'll be a base hit. So it's a pinch hit single here to start the bottom of the ninth. And maybe these guys aren't done just yet.
It's kind of a surprise to me that he wouldn't try to go for two on this play. I don't know if he got caught up in his home run trot a little bit too early or what. He's going to wind up on first base here with a single off the wall.
Christian Yelich will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Now the first pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. And a good job to lay off the fastball. They're close, but it's 1-1.
Well, that's a good spot for that two-seam fastball. You know, remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again, 3-2. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And foul. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Here's Castro for 1. On to Rizzo, but a little slow in developing as they'll just get the 1 out.
Well, this is a good job at first of coming off the bag and then making sure 1. You know, a lot of times guys will hurry it. You know, they think they've got to throw it quickly or they won't get the double play. He chose the smart route there and got the force on the lead runner.
Donovan Solano is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
And again, they try to take him down in the strike zone just to see if he'll go after that pitch below the knees. But with 2 strikes, he's been able to lay off that thing now twice in a row.
Hit hard and caught down there at third. And that will become out number 2.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting 1 out.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Too high that time with the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Cubs have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's a good job to come right out here and set the tempo for this series as they finish off a good road victory here in game 1.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And this is what you want out of your starter. Gives him 7 strong innings, sets things up perfectly for his bullpen to get the final 6 out. He's going to walk away with a victory. Good job.
I want the top. All my people right there in the back of the spot. I need the top. If you know me, you don't know me to stop. I need the top. All my people there in back of the spot, let them get shot. Yeah.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cubs win this one 6-0. Good night from Miami.